The Boston Celtics selected Alabama guard J.D. Davison with the 53rd overall pick in the 2022 NBA Draft on Thursday night. Shortly after making the selection, Celtics president of basketball operations Brad Stevens discussed picking the freshman point guard with local reporters. Below is everything Stevens said about Davison and the plan for him moving forward. On the thought process behind drafting Davison. Obviously, he's a guy that we've seen all year long. Very young, very explosive. That's pretty obvious. Has the ability to get inside the paint and make plays. And has some things that he'll have to improve on, but has a lot of physical tools. A good competitor. And obviously, I think, played in a really good program for really good coaches. And so we're looking forward to getting him up to Boston. On what Davison needs to learn to play with control at a high speed. First of all, what is it, June, so he's 12 months removed from high school graduation, right? So he's played 1 year of college basketball at a very high level on a good team and with guys that were there that were good playmakers in their own right. He had some incredible games, and he had some games where he looked like a freshman. But he also has consistently competed, consistently carried himself well on the court. And again, the ability to get into the paint is a hard thing to be able to do in this league, and so whether in transition or off of a ball screen, off in action, to be able to get into the paint. And then you learn as time goes on what the right reads are around you and making the right plays. And some of that comes with experience, but we do think he's got a good feel as far as getting the ball out of his hands quickly and finding the right people, especially on spot-ups. Very unselfish in that regard. But there are things that he's gotta improve, as any 19-year-old would be, but we're looking forward to helping him do that. That's our task. On how much we got to know Davison in the preparation process. I haven't personally spent as much time with him. Certainly, we've had guys come through. He was not amongst the guys that came through for a draft workout, but some of that was truncated by our own travels, and some of that was just decisions made by others where they could send them. There's only so many draft workouts these guys can go and do. But we spent a lot of time scouting him in person this year. I went to a practice in October and watched him practice at Alabama. We saw several games live as a staff, so we're very well versed in who he is and what he brings to the table and also what he's gotta work on. But the most important thing right now is how do we help him transition smoothly. This is a big life moment for him, and then in a couple days, you're on a plane to Boston and you're in a whole new place. And how do we help him really start off on the right foot?